too. We are almost full here.
If you have followed the recent news, Blizzard has been going crazy with information.
That wasn't a Pirate Torn and Classic from Deadmines called Mr. Smite. Oh, that's right, yeah. Deadmines had the one torn where they fire the cannons, right? That part where they fire the cannons in Deadmines and Mr. Smite comes out. And you could loot his hammer. Right? Yes, I remember that. I remember that for sure. So there you go. It's been in the lore.
Regards to the Sword of SARGERAS, giving us warm and cold clues at the same time. First, they told us it is just a splinter and nothing else. Then they joked about not even knowing what the sword is, but the most recent and up-to-date interview confirms that they actually plan to use the sword in the future. In their words, it is a story thread that they plan to return to and to explore the effects it left on Azeroth. So what are all these recent talks about
what
the
sword?
massive
Yeah,
sword in
what
Xel'Thas,
sword?
and what will happen with it in the future? You must have wiped out 1,000,000 times in your WoW years, but you
He just said we must have wiped 1,000,000 times in our WoW years as we stand in front of Anduin, who's wiped us over 100 times.
Squad OE with you. And this is an app that records your instances automatically, and you can see your complete performance from spell visualizations to death recaps, and best of all, it is free. You don't have to do anything but install it, and you can share yours and watch your friend's perspective. So use the link in the description and check out Squad OE. All the way back in Legion, SARGERAS decided to just say screw it, and he plunged his planet-sized sword right into Azeroth, creating that massive
his planet-sized sword, that's right.
in Xel'Thas, leaving a gigantic sword stuck up to the end of the sky of Azeroth. As we learned, there was a ton of poison inside this massive blade, which threatened the very soul of Azeroth, and we pretty much spent the entirety of BFA cleansing it, and we used all of our very powerful artifact weapons to accomplish this objective.
Our borrowed power was gone. Our borrowed power was gone. There it goes, right into the sword.
It threatened to kill the soul of the world. This was at the same time a giant shock to Azeroth in general, which caused the sprouting of Azerite all over the planet, which was then further utilized for war by the factions. Well, since then, not much happened exactly, and this has been a mystery for years. Now, if you wanna feel old, remember this happened 5 years ago. So, since this event, this has been a huge source of speculations on what will happen, and not baseless whatsoever. Blizzard purposefully fanned the flames, and they pointed that something big will happen with the sword. I mean, it is only logical. We have a planet-sized sword stuck in a zone, the sword of none other than the Dark Titan.
Wait, we're still cleansing it? I didn't forget about old con, and I still have mounts I need to farm. That's right. Yeah. I don't want to lose the covenants. I'm too dependent on them now. Well, you won't, Andy. That's already been confirmed. Yes, our covenant abilities will be part of the new spec tree. Right? They'll be part of our new talent trees. So they said our covenant abilities will be something we can spec into.
Titan SARGERAS himself, the sword.
No shots, soul shape forever. Yeah. Oh, what? Yeah. No, it's confirmed. It's confirmed. They showed the druid one, I think, and they had their abilities. Druids had their abilities from the covenants in their talent trees, their new talent trees. Yes, no more borrowed power. Remember, things will continue. Ian mentioned it. He said we're listening. We know that you guys don't like to lose your abilities, so we're gonna make sure that doesn't happen anymore. Good morning, sunshine. Sorry I'm late. Gamer Swoosh, I was so depressed when I didn't get my good morning sunshine. So welcome. Thank you. Let's go. Yeah. Look, Blizzard's listening, guys. The stuff that's coming is very exciting. Very exciting. No problem, Gamer Swoosh. Yeah, it's okay. Soul shape is the main reason I don't want to lose it. I love my alpaca form. My fibromyalgia has been a dick. That's not fun, I'm sure. Fibromyalgia is not fun.
For countless eons. So,
sorry to hear that, man.
Interviews, Blizzard threw hints our way in various shapes and forms. One of them was back in 2020 when they said that we should wait and see what will happen in regards to the sword. And there were also some warm hints throughout the show.
Yeah, wait and see, just like that cannon that was fired, right? Remember that cannon that got fired in Battle for Azeroth? Yeah.
As we knew that the jailer was attacking the world soul of Azeroth. Many of us speculated that the sword would play a role in this ultimate battle, that the soul of Azeroth might possibly finally awaken, or that Sargeras left the sword for the jailer to use when he reaches Azeroth, as they were allies in a way, after all, although we don't really know what sort of allies they were, or
True.
if they even were allies. However, none of that actually happened. In fact, the entire ending of Shadowlands and the jailer storyline was the definition of the word underwhelming. And then the sword was...
The jailer got the... He got the, this expansion ain't going too well ending. Right, he got the... We got to focus on the next expansion ending. Which means he didn't really get an ending. It was just like a, yeah, we're going to kill him. We're going to end it. He's going to say some arbitrary open-ended line as he dies, and let's move on. And we were all okay with that because none of us liked the jailer anyways. Kind of like the WoD ending, right? WoD wasn't going too well, so what kind of ending did we get for WoD? It was the hold up your weapon and say something inspirational like, we will never be slaves. And for Azeroth kind of shit, and then that's it. We're out of here. We're out of here. Let's go. We got another expansion to do, and we got Legion after that, so that's great. So maybe we're going to get something great after this. Maybe Dragon Isle is going to be awesome.
Now, this was very surprising because
I personally think it is going to be awesome.
Blizzard constantly hinted at Sargeras returning or something happening with him. As in,
Andy said you'd come heal, but you suck at healing. That's okay.
Gone. For example,
people will
if you
queue
remember
eventually.
when he was in prison,
Just takes some time.
Red star appeared in the sky, which was his prison, and Blizzard officially told us to keep an eye out for it because if it is gone, big
well, that's more than I remember.
We should really be getting worried. Well, that now leads us to the most recent events from about 2-3 weeks ago. So, in one of the interviews, Ian said that the sword doesn't matter whatsoever, which
right, what
caught
sword?
many of us by surprise. He pretty much just completely dismissed it, said, just get over it. It isn't really that big of a deal. It happened, it is now massive splinter in Certus, but Dragonfight is going to be about dragons, the Dragon Isles, and the like, and the sword will play no big role in the actual storyline. They don't really have any plans to update any of the old zones. Now, personally, I gotta say, I was definitely caught by surprise.
Oh,
by
thanks.
This
You
as
suggested
well.
a healer.
I
Nice.
definitely expected something more of it, as after all, this isn't just a random sword, a scar, or whatever. This is the sword of the one and only Sargeras, the world destroyer, the Dark Titan, the strongest Titan ever that split planets in half with his sword in the past. His goal was to destroy Azeroth for countless millennia, and then he finally decided to just stab it. There must have been something behind this plan, something more than him.
The good thing is those Heart of Azeroth and armor is still working in time walking. Really? They still work in time walking? I didn't know that.
Just, trying to brute force a planet with a poison blade. There must be more to
Yep,
this
it's OP.
story.
Wow.
Now,
I think I deleted my Heart of Azeroth. Oh no, I still have it. It's right here. I still have it in my bag. Yep, still got my my Heart of Azeroth. There it is. Look at that. I think I deleted all my Azerite gear though. I got rid of that shit.
Even more deflated when Ian did yet another.
My Resto Shaman just drops healing tide totems. Nice.
What sword, pretending like it is of no consequence whatsoever. But good news is that Blizzard did yet another interview, this time done by Steve the Newser, who told us that the sword will definitely play a role, which gives us the angle that Blizzard is really purposefully hiding this. They're kind of memeing with this. They're being purposefully vague, and they're just playing along with
HOA biz for all non-Shadowlands content. I had no idea.
It is.
I feel crazy powerful in time walking with Azerite stuff, set gear, BFA cloak, cataclysm staff. I don't have any of that shit anymore, I think. I think I have the cloak still. Maybe I should save this stuff for time walking.
Kind of like they're trying to not spoil the future of the actual storyline. I would say that Ian went a bit too far, so they decided to come out with yet another explanation to confirm that they just haven't completely dismissed it. So the official Blizzard interview stated that they have not forgotten about the Sword of Sargeras. Now, at the moment, it is a symbol of our battle against Legion and all the sacrifices we have made in this massive struggle, and we also saw the effects from the poison and the wound to the World Soul. However, other than being a symbol, they confirmed that it is something to keep an eye on and to be watched.
Yeah, Saul dude in time walking with 6 legendaries or some shit. So funny. No way. You guys are blowing my mind. I had no idea this was possible. You need the cloak if you ever want to run Nyalotha again. Otherwise, you just die to madness. Holy crap, man. I hope I didn't delete my cloak. I'm like an all-time bag clearer, right? Maybe I put it in the bank. Maybe I put it in the bank. I hate keeping shit in my bags. Oh, God.
watching for, and they're all
Yeah, you can put some crazy combos together. Probably put it in the bank. Yeah, I probably did. BFA cloak can't be deleted, so it's just hiding somewhere. Okay. Good.
words.
Blizzard did that because people like me, they're like, we can't let these idiots delete this thing.
It is a story thread that
My
they
bank
will
and bags are
return to
full.
when
Oh my
time
God,
is
that gives me anxiety, Andy.
right, but rest assured, they remember that the sword is stuck in Silitus, and that there will be a storyline about it in the events
let
of
us
the
lay waste to this
world
realm.
of Azeroth in the
Hellopa, thank you for the follow and welcome to our Scourge.
future. So, if you read behind the lines, essentially it gives us a few critical bits of information. First is that the sword was just a monument, is a meme. It really doesn't really mean anything. They plan to actually do something with it. All those leads they gave us years ago about waiting.
I have anxiety over deleting things. I'm a straight hoarder.
Come, servant.
real, and now
We have a
they give us
realm
yet
to
another
destroy.
Assault, thank you for the follow and welcome to our Scourge. Make sure you tell me who you are in game, Assault, so I can invite
Even
you.
more importantly,
And by the way, guys, you don't have to follow to join the raid. I do appreciate the follows, though.
this completely contradicts what they told us earlier when they were joking
Zard,
about how
okay.
it is just a splinter and just a monument to our battle, because we drained the poison from the blade years ago, yet they just confirmed that the sword still has effects on the world that we will explore in the future, meaning that it isn't just an inanimate object stuck in
After this video's done, we have enough to pull here.
some random zone that we'll never actually see again.
Following 'cause I enjoy the
personally,
content.
I
Thanks,
doubt
man.
that the sword itself will play a role in Dragonflight, as they did confirm that pretty much the entire expansion will be on the Dragon Isles, but at the moment, the whole thing is just super mysterious, so while it certainly won't happen in the first few patches, it might play a role in the end of the expansion, as this is a Mists of Pandaria style expansion, obviously, where we explore a new zone and only later discover who the actual final boss will be, and at the moment, this could lead us anywhere, as we barely have any clues. I'd say the biggest speculation and the most popular one that we have in regards to the Sword of Sargeras and Silitus still stands, and that is that it might have something to do with the ultimate birth of Azeroth and the World Soul Titan finally waking up and taking on the sword as she fights some
I was gonna say, I could imagine the Soul of Azeroth grabbing the sword and transforming it into something that looks more beautiful and less demonic. And again, like, I think maybe Blizzard had kind of let the sword fall to the wayside as far as lore-wise goes, but then they saw how much the community cared about it, and they're probably writing lore that has to do with it now.
To this realm.
Revs, thank you for the follow and welcome to our Scourge.
as she fights some ultimate enemy that will invade our planet. Maybe
we do have room for one more DPS. We do.
What is to come that the jailer told us about, because this what is to come must be big, bigger than anything we had ever faced before. I mean, keep in mind, Zoal literally tried to kill our planet, and he was scared of this what is to come. I mean, this new major villain must be a huge threat to Azeroth, like the
must be a big dig villain for sure.
Ever. Maybe that can only be defeated by Azeroth herself. It is entirely possible that Sargeras also wanted to defeat this what is to come at his own.
If you're in stream and you want an invite, make sure you let me know what your in-game name is.
Azeroth in order to allow her a survival chance in this ultimate battle, because if you're going to get her to her side, at least you can kind of help her out. But of course, at the moment, these are just wild speculations, as this information is just limited. However,
I always forget rest, please.
Without a doubt that the Sword of Sargeras will play a role in the future, and I'm guessing it is going to be something big. Thank you for watching.
Another awesome Doran video. I love these things.
By clicking on the screen, and check out Doran's Academy for videos on real-world history.
Can't get enough of it.
See you next time.